Hey everyone, it's me Nita and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it's going to be multiple days in one video, but for today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me for a market prep because I have a market that I'm going to on Sunday this weekend. So I'm trying to get as much stuff prepped. It's either unluckily or luckily. I have a lot of inventory already. My last market that I went to didn't do as well as I thought it was going to. But the first market that I did this year, I did so incredibly well. So that market really got me motivated to get back into doing markets. This next market that I'm going to be going to is going to be my third market of the year. So basically what I'm going to be prepping for this market is I'm going to be making a bunch of bummies and some scrunchies, and I think that's it because I already have a bunch of hats already made. I have some embroidered shirts, some like little left chest embroidery designs. I have those already made. My last market I didn't sell any of those two items, but my first market I sold out of all my hats and sold a bunch of shirts. But my last market I went to, I didn't sell anything except scrunchies and bows. So I'm hoping that this next market we'll see which item sells the best. I'm kind of curious to see what item sells the best. But anyways, for tonight, I'm just working on a bunch of scrunchies. Now, I had my niece come over today. She helped cut a bunch of fabric and she sewed some of the scrunchies up for me already. So I had her cut some scrunchies. She sewed just like the edge of the scrunchies, and then I'm gonna use what is called the burrito method to create the actual scrunchies. So she was able to sew up some of the scrunchies for me. While she got some scrunchies done, I elasticed them, I guess would be the word. But I already got some scrunchies made with elastic. I just need to sew the opening clothes. I don't have too many like prepped already, but I already have like a ginormous, well, not ginormous, but I already have a big bin of scrunchies already made. For my craft fairs, I kind of lowered my prices for the scrunchies because I'm trying to sell as many scrunchies as I can, and I'm also doing buy two get one free just to try and get these scrunchies to move because one, I'm trying to get rid of a lot of fabric, so I'm trying to sew up all the fabric that I have and try and sell it because I have a big order of fabric coming in the next few weeks. So I want to try and make room for that. And I'm also trying to save up as much money as I can because I do need to purchase some additional supplies for my new DTG. It's not new, but it's new to me. If you haven't watched my new machine video, I'm gonna have my DTG video up above for you guys. You guys should go watch that and see what that is all about if you don't know. But I bought a used DTG for 200 bucks, but we have to buy some supplies for that machine to be able to get it up and running. So basically I'm gonna try and do a market every weekend for this month and next month. During the summer it gets really hot here in Sacramento, so I probably won't do too many markets once it starts to get too hot. So I'm gonna be using the rest of this month and June to try and do a market a weekend to try and just raise as much money as I can because I just want to get this DTG up and running as soon as possible. So my goal right now is just to stay focused and try and make a lot of money at these markets. Well, not a ton of money, but just some money at these markets. And then I'm also going to be using some of my time too to get more stuff listed. I got a bunch of hats listed. I plan on adding more hats. I have a ton more bummies and like bell-bottom outfits that I need to get listed. I actually just made this new ladybug shirt and this ladybug shirt to pair with these bell-bottoms. I already got pictures taken, so I just need to list those. But basically for the next few weeks, my goal is to try and earn as much money as I can to get this DT up and running. So I need to get back to sewing. I already got some of these done, and like I said, my niece already started pre-sewing a bunch of the scrunchies for me. So basically all I have to do now is just the burrito method on them. I'm not adding any tags to them because I just want to sell these scrunchies and just get rid of them. So if you see any scrunchies in this video that you would like to purchase, just let me know. You can message me on Instagram or on my Etsy shop. I'm not gonna list these on Etsy just because This fabric I'm just trying to push and get rid of. So, but if you see any of these listed, just let me know and I will create a custom listing for you guys, or you can purchase from my website as well. So these two are at a discounted price, so they're a lot cheaper than the ones on my Etsy, and also I'm doing the buy two get one free. That's it for now. I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing some scrunchies up. Okay guys, so before I get started on the scrunchies, this is how the printer is looking. Eric's been using a magic eraser and anything else with it?
Windex.
And Windex? Okay. So he's using Windex and a magic eraser, and if you've seen it in the first video that I discussed about this printer, it was covered in grime. Now it's still kind of crusty looking, but it looks a lot better. Here's a comparison.
That was pretty much the whole printer. Yeah.
So the whole printer kind of basically looked like that. And sorry about the bad lighting in here, guys. We definitely need to get better lighting in here, but it's coming together. So right now we're just giving it some TLC, wiping it down, scrubbing it. Eric also has the print head soaking in Windex at the moment. I can't show you right now just because Eric's in the way, but sorry. I'll try and remember to show you guys. But
you got a picture of it at least. So.
Oh yeah. We have the print head soaking. We're hoping though that the print head isn't bad. Hopefully the print head's good, but we have it soaking in Windex because that's supposed to help it. Because
it's so bad. It's like, I think normally like you wouldn't want to use Windex. It's too strong. You want to dilute it, but this thing's been left. It's in the most worst shape you can pretty much get one of these printers in. So
yeah,
if that print head is gonna ever work again,
yeah,
the Windex will have to do it.
Yeah,
but it's a long shot.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of research online on how to get old busted up printers like this up and running again. So we'll most likely need again still to have Epson come out and get this bad boy running, but we're definitely trying to do what we can ourselves. So definitely giving it a good clean down, and then we have to order some supplies, and we're actually thinking about building a table too for this, so we have a lot of work to do. Anyways, I'll let him go ahead, finish cleaning this, and I'm gonna get back to sewing. bunch of fabric for like for Christmas, but I just haven't had time to play around with it. So for example, like this one, I'll have to save for scrunchies for next year. This one I could probably make something with, or make scrunchies with. I have this satin, which I definitely need to stock as many satin scrunchies as I can, because I noticed that the satin ones are the ones that sell the most, like for adults. For kids, I always get like all my kitty prints or kiddish prints. Those always sell first. So I still need to sew all the openings closed on all these scrunchies, but before I do that, I'm gonna sew up some more different ones. I have this one. This one I already have scrunchies made out of this this print. I definitely need to restock this one. This one's like a ribbed knit. I have maroon and like a mauve and a mauve color of this same exact kind of fabric, and I sold out of most of them at my last market. So I definitely need to make some more of these type of scrunchies because this type of texture was a big hit. I have this knit fabric that I was planning on making scrunchies with, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do bummies, and I don't think I have enough for bell bottoms, but I'm thinking I'm gonna make a few bummies out of this print too, and then do a couple matching scrunchies. I have this really cute floral print, and then like this tannish color of that same ribbed fabric. So I'm thinking I'm gonna cut up some of this fabric too and just make a few more scrunchies. So I probably have a few more hours of sewing fabric. After I get these all sewn closed, I'm gonna start cutting fabric for bummies and skirted bummies, possibly bell bottoms if I can get some done, but for sure I'm gonna get some bummies made because those are super quick and easy to make, and those would be more of like an affordable, cheap option because I'm trying to offer like different price ranges. So I'll have my scrunchies as like the cheaper option, and then I have some bell bottoms already made. So I have a few of these animal prints that I could take along. That one print I just showed you guys, I made bell bottoms out of that. But these are gonna be, but I use these ones right here for photos. So these ones I won't take. I do wanna make a bunch of the sprinkle ones because even if I don't sell out of the sprinkle ones, I have a bunch pre-made. That'll just help me be able to get a bunch of these orders out as soon as possible for customers because I already have the pants pre-made. I also need to make bummies in this print. This is such a cute print, so I definitely need to make some bummies out of this fabric. And if you're curious on what type of bummies I make, I do just regular types of bummies as well, but I'm thinking of also offering the skirted bummies too because these are just so cute. So I actually have this fabric coming as like a wholesale order, so I'll be able to add this fabric to my shop for you guys to be able to purchase. I'm hoping that this fabric comes in though in like 2 weeks, I'm hoping. Here's another pair of skirted bummies I made. So I just want to make a bunch of these and then just regular bummies as well, just to have 2 options. Bell bottoms, I'm not sure I'm gonna bring any, I'm not sure. It's because it's gonna be hot here in Sacramento, so I don't know how many people will actually purchase bell bottoms. I'm not sure. I feel like they'll be more interested in purchasing like shorts and bummies and stuff like that. So I think this is what I'm gonna work on later tonight. I'm gonna cut a bunch of fabric of these. I have a bunch of different prints that I've been waiting to play around with, so I'll be playing around with a bunch of new fabric tonight, and I'll show you guys that later. But for as of right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just finish sewing up these scrunchies, getting these seams all closed up, and then I'll be done with scrunchies, and I won't have to like hopefully do any scrunchies for at least 2 to 3 markets is what I'm hoping, because I still have another big bin of scrunchies as well. It was getting low, but I made some scrunchies last weekend and kind of replenished it. So I think after I fill up this bin, I'll be good on scrunchies for like I said, at least 2 to 3 markets. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, go work on this. I'll see you guys back when I start cutting fabric for these bummies. Okay guys, I'm officially done with all the scrunchies. So now basically what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna start cutting up some of this fabric to make some bummies. I'm not gonna have time to be able to do other bummies in like different prints. I'm only gonna have time to make some of these. I wanna make sure that I get some of these made because I know Memorial Day is next week, I believe, so I want to try and get some of this stuff up just in case anybody wants to purchase any patriotic stuff. I was really hoping to get some of these done along with some cow ones and some other prints, but I just honestly I ran out of time today. I got busy testing out my new tumbler press. Today I made some tumblers, so I made this sprinkle one. I made my mom one, and then I also made my my Nana one as well. So I do plan on doing a video on this, and I do plan on prepping some of these tonight if I have time. I'm hoping I have time, but I had a lot of fun making these, and I'm officially addicted. So I purchased 10 from Angela Jasmina, but I need to purchase more already because I'm gonna use the remaining tumblers that I have. I think I have like 7 tumblers left. So I'm going to do some tumblers and take those to the market. But I'm going to go ahead and cut up some fabric. If I have time tonight, I would love to make some more of these. I'm not sure if I'll have time though, but definitely stay tuned for a video on how to make tumblers. I might actually have that video up before this one. I don't know yet. But that's one reason why I wasn't able to get a bunch of bummies done today, just because I got distracted on working on these tumblers, and I had a lot of fun making them, but now I have to refocus and get back to work. Alright guys, so I have one of each size cut, but this literally took me forever and it's already so late. But I'm thinking I have a lot of shirts, ton of scrunchies, and a ton of hats. I should be good tomorrow. If I have these bummies ready for next weekend, Memorial Day is next weekend, so I plan on doing another market on Saturday or Sunday. So people, if they want like a last minute birthday, or not birthday outfit, but outfit for Memorial Day, these will be pre-made and ready to go, and they can purchase it at the market. So hopefully they do well next week, but I feel like I got a ton of stuff for tomorrow, so I'm not gonna stress too hard and not get enough sleep because I don't want to be tired tomorrow. I want to have energy, so I have like talk with customers more. I won't be all groggy and just thinking about sleep basically. So I'm basically just gonna call it a night. I will see you guys in the morning. I'll show you guys what my booth looks like, and I'll let you guys know how I do at this market. And again, at this market I will be selling scrunchies, bows, some embroidered shirts, and some embroidered hats. I wasn't able to get any of my scrunchie keychains done. I have a ton of tubes pre-made. I just need to add elastic and the hardware to them, but I'm thinking I could just have my niece come during the week and she can help me with that. She's been helping a bit here and there, so it's been helping me be able to keep up with stuff. So definitely I'll probably be having her work on those sometime this week. So my next market should be really good, depending on if I sell out a lot of stuff tomorrow, which I'm not sure. I don't know. The market that I'm going to tomorrow, it's like a weekend thing. So they had like a car show today that I didn't know about, and I'm kind of regretting not going to that market today because there was a lot of family stuff going on at this market, and there would have been a lot of kids and probably a lot of teenagers that would be interested in my stuff, because I'm noticing the younger crowd is more interested in the things that I'm offering. But I probably would have done really well today if I would have went to that market. But last week we were talking about which day we wanted to do, and we decided on Sunday because typically Sunday at this market is the busiest. But now I'm worried that it won't be as busy tomorrow because it was so busy today. I don't know, but I need to go to bed. My little one, Mason, is refusing to go to bed, so I'm gonna try and get him to go to sleep, and then I need to wake up super early to start packing up our car. I have everything like in bins, so and it's all like together. So literally all I have to do is just load up the car. So not too bad. Probably takes me like 15 minutes to load up the car, and then when we actually get to the market, it'll probably only take me like 15-20 minutes, if that, to set up, because Eric will be with me, so he'll be able to help get some things set up. Besides not doing the bummies, I still need to cut all the threads for my scrunchies, but I could do that at the market. Once I get everything set up, I can sit and do this little bin that I have, this little bin right here, so I can just snip all those threads while I'm just waiting, because usually in the mornings it's not too busy. It doesn't start to get busy around noontime, so that'll give me something to do in the morning. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Hopefully we do well, but I will definitely keep you guys updated throughout the whole market and let you guys know how much I made. The first market that I did this year, I made like $400, and my market last weekend that I went to, I made like $70. So I'm hoping that at this market I at least make around $200. That's what I'm hoping for. The last time I went here, the last time I went to this market, I made like $150. So I'm hoping, because I have more stuff, I'll do better. But we shall see. But I'll let you guys know how much I make after tomorrow, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I have to get up early. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, so it is the next day from the market. Sorry if you hear a weird noise. My husband's currently sanding a table for our DTG machine. I'll try and show you guys that in just a few minutes. But so I want to go over how the market went. So the market, it was pretty busy. Our spot though that we were at, I feel like didn't get as much traffic as like the other booths and how they were all set up. So I feel like our booth was not in the best spot. I ended up making $70, which, you know, is good, but we had to pay 50 bucks for the booth. So we only made $20 after you factor in the booth cost and the cost of materials. So basically I broke even. So I didn't really earn anything. I did have one person take a business card, and they said that a lot of the stuff they saw they liked and they would like to purchase from me, but they want to purchase around Christmas time for Christmas gifts. So so I have a potential future customer. Everyone that would stop by our booth would always comment like, oh, this is great, I love the stuff that you have, but not too many people were purchasing. Because I sell scrunchies, I had a lot of kids gravitate towards my booth. They were super interested in the stuff that I was offering. But a lot of the parents were kind of talking their kids out of purchasing the scrunchies. So I did have a lot of kids that wanted to purchase, but the parents themselves didn't want to purchase. I did also, for this market, because it is or was at a flea market, I did lower my prices to see like how I would do, and lowering the prices did help. I did sell more scrunchies, but I didn't make as much money. So I feel like the first time that I went to this flea market, I sold about the same stuff, or the amount of stuff, but I ended up making more money the first time because my prices were much higher. The customers, they loved the deal that I offered. I was offering a buy two get one for basically everything at my booth. So I had embroidered shirts, offered those buy two get one. I had hats that I offered too as well that were buy two get one. And I had one customer take up that offer for the hats. No customers bought any of the shirts. I only sold 3 hats, or sold 2 hats and gave one away for free. And the rest were all scrunchies. I didn't sell any bows or any keychains. So the biggest hit was the scrunchies and then the hats. I broke even, but we were out there all day long. It felt like we were there from 8 to almost 3 o'clock, and it was so hot out there. Near the end of the day, it did get really slow because everyone, once the heat hit, everyone was kind of leaving. We did show up an hour late though. I thought the market started at 8 o'clock. It actually opened up at 7, so we were an hour late, and that kind of made it to where we didn't get the best spot at the market, so which sucked. But next time if we do go to this place, definitely we will get there early and make sure that we get a better spot, because where we were, there was just not enough traffic. So even though this market didn't do as good as my first one that I had this year, and it did do better than my last market at the farmers market in front of a mall, I felt like I got more traffic and more buyers at this last market than that one. So first market of the year, I made like $400, so I'm not gonna get too, like, I would love to make that much money every single time, just because I am putting in so many hours preparing for the markets, and you spend so many hours at the markets. So I would like to, you know, earn around $400 each time that I go, but realistically that's not gonna happen. So our game plan for next time, because I'm just so determined to figure this out, because, you know, I did well at this first market, and I just need to figure out how I can do that again and make it the same amount of money. So I'm signed up for 3 markets for the month of June. I think after June though, depending how well we do at these, I probably won't do any more markets until like the holiday season, because summer here gets so hot and it's so dry. It's miserable sitting out there. So if I do a market, it's gonna be an indoor one with air conditioning, because it's way too hot to be outside for that many hours. So I did sign up for 3 markets for June. I signed up for one market out in North Datomas. That market is gonna be a regular market that happens every month, and it's at a park, so I'm hoping that it's gonna be pretty busy, because it's gonna be on the weekend and there's so many families and so many people at this specific park. I'm hoping that we do well at this one. The booth fee for that one was $60. The coordinator of that event that she's holding, she said it's supposedly going to be a very busy one, because there is a baseball championship game that's happening at this park, and she said that there's going to be like 200 plus people there just for that event. So depending on how many more people are there at the park, just to, you know, be part of the craft fair and shop at the craft fair, we'll see how busy that one is. Hopefully it'll be busy. I'm trying to find markets where there are going to be a lot of, like, I want to say teenagers, because the market that I went to, the first one this year that I made $400 at, it was at a high school, and it was mostly just high school students there, and their parents just gave them money, so they kind of had free will, or they had the ability to spend the money on whatever they wanted. So I feel like my audience is more like teenagers or like really young adults. So I'm trying to find markets that have like teenagers and young adults, because I feel like the stuff that I'm offering is what's going to interest them. So I'm hoping, because there's gonna be 200 plus people and it's gonna be at a kid's baseball game, hopefully parents and kids will be interested in the stuff I sell. The next one that I'm going to is a summer event in Cameron Park, which I did do a market in that area before, and they loved the scrunchies and they loved the bell bottoms that I had, that I brought when I went to that general area. This town, Cameron Park, I feel like the stuff I make, the people that will be interested in it, because I feel like the stuff I'm making is like for hipsters, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like that those people in that town would like that type of fashion and those type of accessories. So I think I'll do good at that one. And that one was, and that market is, I paid $60 for that one as well. And then the final event that I'm gonna be going to in June is called Tacos and Margaritas. So I'm just excited to go to that market and just have a good time while I'm there. So that market was a lot more expensive. It's $150 to get a booth at this one, and you get a 10 by 10 space. I'm a little worried because I don't like spending that much money, especially for a craft fair, because that money's not guaranteed that you're gonna earn that money back. So $150, I'm a little worried, but you know, I will have free entrance to this event, so I will be able to enjoy some nice yummy tacos. My husband will be going with me, so it'll just be like a date night, but a date night where you make money at the same time. So I'm hoping that because people are going to be hanging out there enjoying tacos and margaritas, you know, and they might get hot, they might need to put their hair up, or they might want to purchase a hat because it's getting hot and it's out in the sun. Maybe, just maybe, they might want to purchase a scrunchie or a hat. So we shall see. We'll see how I do at that market. I will be bringing you guys along with me at all those other markets. I wasn't able to film at the last market that I went to for this video because our table was right next to a lemonade stand, and the lemonade stand was selling, or the lemonade stand had music playing and playing pretty loud, so I didn't want to get a copyright strike on this video, so I chose not to record. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am just gonna continue prepping for these next 3 markets. I think though, because I have these 3 markets and they are pretty big markets, I'm gonna take next weekend off to kind of just prep for these upcoming markets. So I'm gonna be making a bunch of these bummies and a bunch of other items as well. So stay tuned for another video on a market prep and making some tumblers as well, because I plan on making tumblers and taking those with me to a craft fair. So I need to make sure that these next craft fairs though, especially the one that I'm gonna have to pay for $150, I want to make sure that I have a ton of inventory, so you know, if I sell and I do well, I'll be able to, you know, make my booth back, or at least make my booth fee back. You know, that's my biggest concern. So I just need to make sure that I have a ton of inventory, but I have a ton of inventory already prepped and ready to go. It's just I need to add a little bit more few things here and there. So again, just stay tuned for some videos for some market prep. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here because I actually need to get started on orders. I have so many orders for these skirted bummies, so I need to make a ton of these tonight. I am gonna film it, so stay tuned for work with me as well. But I think that is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.